is the second video on my channel. Just want to say thank you for everybody that watched the video yesterday. I think it got like almost 70 views in one night, which was actually really good. So today's a pretty crappy day outside, so I think I'm just going to show you guys basically the assembly of the bike that I bought and some adjustments on the bike too, because I do want to tighten up the chain and I want to tighten the brakes as well. And I'm going to pull back the tire a little bit. So I'm going to show you all of that. And yeah, so I'm just going to do a little time lapse of me taking apart the bike real quick to show you how it came in the box and everything like that. To build the bike though, you are going to need some tools. So when you buy a Framed 29er, I don't know if it's all bike companies, but I know that with Framed, you actually get an Allen key set. So you're definitely going to need the Allen key set. And I use a wrench. I think it's a 15 millimeter. That's a 15. Yeah, I use a 15 millimeter wrench for tightening the wheels. And if you want to tighten an axle on this Framed 29er, the axle you're gonna have to use a 18 millimeter. So that's what I'm gonna be showing you guys today. I'm just gonna go ahead and start taking apart the bike, and you guys can watch that time lapse. If you want to get right into just like assembling the bike, just skip to the video and try to find that point where I start putting the bike together. So yeah, stay tuned guys. Alright guys, so this is how the bike comes assembled when the bike first comes in the package. So like I said, you get the Allen key set, and then the front wheel is going to be taken apart. So I'll show you guys that real quick. So that's the front wheel. It comes disassembled, and the handlebars come disassembled. The seat, you have to assemble the seat as well. The back tire, the brake, that's all done. I was gonna take the pedals off, but I figured maybe you guys already know how to put the pedals on, so it's kind of common sense. It's the easiest part of the bike. So what I'm gonna do first for you guys, because it did take me a little while, because for some reason my bike didn't come with an instruction set, maybe because it's supposed to be done by a professional, but I'm gonna show you guys how to assemble the seat first. So we'll do that in a second. What you're gonna need for this is just the Allen key set. All right, so obviously you have your seat. It's a pretty comfortable seat, I'm not gonna lie. And then you got this piece with this, and it's gonna be all loose. So right here, you're gonna line it up, and the part that it's facing away, so it's like a metal pole, and then it has like a part that's facing away, that's gonna face towards the back of the seat. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this and put it horizontally. So it's not gonna fit perfectly in. It's gonna be like that, and it's gonna be poking out a little bit. And you're gonna put it through the middle of the seat right here, and then lift up the top bracket. And you're gonna twist the bottom bracket and have it fall into place. And then it's a little tricky at first, but so the top bracket should be horizontal as soon as you go through that middle piece of the seat. And then once you're inside that middle piece, you want to try to flip it, try to flip the top bracket vertical on the two, or horizontal, sorry. Believe it or not, this actually took me forever to do. I feel like it's a lot easier maybe doing it from the back of the seat, but just gonna keep giving it a try. There we go. So I'm gonna show you guys what it should look like. When you're all done doing the seat, this is what it should look like. So these should both be horizontal, and this part right here should be facing the back of the seat. So I don't know if I went into it like a little bit easier for you to explain, so I'm gonna show you. This part right here is not gonna fit right into this part. It's gonna be facing that way, the long way, and you're gonna have to put it into the seat. And then the top part, the top bracket, you're gonna have to twist it until it lines up, and then twist the bottom bracket and then put it on. And then when you're done, you just tighten up the Allen through there. So the next part would obviously just be putting the seat onto the bike. So just throw it on there like that. Put it how low or however high you want. If you want to go the highest, probably be like right there. But I do not recommend riding that high on a Framed 29er. I usually ride all the way at the bottom, so do it there, tighten that, and the seat is done. Alright, so when you're putting it on the front wheel, make sure the lettering on the tire, so the tire says Kenda for me. You see the letter right here, and it's facing this way. So what you would do is move the handlebars out of the way, lift the bike up. And then just put it onto put the front fork onto these bolts right here. And then you would take your screws. Your screw should have these type of washers with it. That'll help keep it tight. And before I completely tighten them, I like to put them both on first. And just tighten them a little bit by hand. Sounds like it's de-threading. I hope it's not, but guess we'll find out in the long run. So then you'll take your 15mm wrench and you would go ahead and tighten it up on both sides. And make sure everything is tight. So once you're done building the bike, you're gonna want to tighten everything up again just to make sure and be safe, because you don't want to go ahead and, let's say you pop a wheelie or you take a bunny hop and hop a curb, you don't want the front wheel to go flying off. So yeah, just make sure all that's tight, and then the front wheel is done. So at this point, you only have one more step to getting the bike done. So we'll get into that now. All right, so the next part would be putting on the handlebars. So I'm gonna show you what you need for that. You're gonna need your Allen key, and you're gonna use a 5mm Allen key. This bracket is already bolted on to the to where the handlebars go. And you know, I did this with my little brother when I first put the handlebars on, so I can make sure that it's completely straight. But I think I could do it myself. So the first thing you would have to do is obviously take the Allen screws, and you would have to take them off of the brackets up here. Put this bracket to the side. You take your handlebar and you make sure that it's completely straight. And then you can check if it's tight enough just by going like that. So I got to adjust the seat real quick because it's not completely tightened. And that's it to the bike. So that is how you assemble the whole bike. The bike should be sturdy. Remember, go ahead and tighten everything all over again. But you know, if you want to touch your handlebars, push it real hard. Your seat should be fine. You should really tighten that down too. The wheel is the main thing that you need to have tightened. And I probably didn't tighten it all the way, but I'll tighten it again later. So that's all for the assembly. Now I just want to show you guys how to tighten the axle, because I know with my bike, my back wheel started to move a lot and the axle wasn't tightened. I also want to show you how to tighten the chain and just pull the tire back a little bit. So we'll get to that now. All right, so with the back wheel, we want to get these pedals out the way. You got to make sure, number one, because I know this bike doesn't come with a kickstand. I don't know how any other bikes are. I know SCs don't either. But I just put my seat down to hold the bike up because you don't want the wheel on the ground because you're going to have to take it off. So you're going to need the 15 wrench for that, if I can find out where I put it. And to tighten the chain, actually I'm going to show you how to tighten the axle first, because the axle is one of the most important parts. You're gonna go on each side of the bolt. I just hold this one down with my hand, even though it hurts. Or maybe the 15 will work. I don't know. Will it? Am I using the wrong size actually? I think the 16 is the wrong size. Nope, 16 is the right size. I was using the 18, which is not, you know, what she needs. So, that's how you tighten the axle. I just hold it down on both ends and then kind of just tighten it by hand at that point, and then the wheel should have no movement. Now to tighten your chain, what I found was the best idea was to just, you know, put this in, or actually push it in, put the chain back on. And when you are doing this, you should be using gloves. And then I would push the tire as far back as you can. Yeah, you can see that you don't really get as much movement as if you were having it here. It would just be dangling. And having your chain a little more stiffer is actually really good for wheeling. Always put the washer on first, and then just like the front tire, you put in the bolt, but you don't completely tighten it, you just hand tighten it for now so that doesn't go anywhere. Same thing with the other bolt. Washer, bolt, tighten it up, and then you can use your 15 for this one. So that's 16. Use your 15 and tighten it up. Make sure that it's completely tightened. Same thing on the other side. And then now your chain's all set. You can go ahead and, you know, pedal. And that's it. And then the brakes I'm gonna adjust later. I'm not gonna do a video on adjusting brakes just because it might not be relevant for others. I know it is relevant for me. If you guys want to see a video on how to change the brakes or tighten the brakes, then I can do that for you in the next video. Tomorrow gonna be another video of doing another ride and getting my wheelies down packs again. Believe it or not, after I made the video yesterday, I went back out and I did a wheelie and went too far back and flew off my bike. But yeah, that's how you assemble this bike. And this is the 2020 Framed Plaintiff. I'll keep that in the bio, in the description, as long as you guys need it. I don't know if anybody's gonna buy it, but I know the bike is an amazing bike. And yeah, just stay tuned for more. Thank you for watching. And if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. So yeah, catch y'all tomorrow.